All right, what's up guys? Today we're gonna be breaking down a movement that I think honestly every golfer should be doing. I work this with all the athletes that I work with, and it's probably the best trunk stability movement. Now, if you don't have stability in your trunk, you're not gonna have a powerful swing, and it's definitely also going to limit your mobility. So you need stability and mobility, they're kind of one together, okay? So we're gonna go through the setup and execution of the dead bug. Now, if you've never heard of or seen this movement, there's lots of variations. I'm gonna show a couple of variations, and if you want more, you can of course always reach out, send me a message here on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. But setup and execution. So if this is your first time doing it, I like to show people using a band. Okay, I'm gonna place a band, I'm gonna wrap it around any sort of stable surface. Could be a post in your basement, could be a squat rack, such as you see here. But I'm just gonna wrap it around and have it nice and loose there. From here, I'm going to grab it with my opposite arm. Okay, and this will make sense in a second. And I'm actually going to sit down. Now you notice I have some tension on the band. It's very tight. Okay, from here, what I wanna do is whenever you lie down, you're gonna feel a space or a gap in your low back. So what I wanna do is I wanna press down on that band so that I have tension. If I arch my back at all, the band is gonna leave. So I'm gonna grab that. Hopefully I didn't crush my microphone there. I'm gonna grab this band, reset it up here, placing it under the low back. Now from here, pressing pressure in my low back. If this is your first time, I always start with what's called a legs only dead bug, or single leg only dead bug. So I'm gonna place my hands directly over top of my shoulders, chest area, and my feet as straight as you can. You're gonna lift your legs up directly above your hips. Now, depending on your hamstring mobility, you might need to bend a little bit. I like to teach this with as straight a legs as possible. Okay, so straight legs as possible, pressing my low back into the band. I'm gonna slowly and controlled lower one leg, and then slow and controlled lower the other. If you go to lower your leg, you have to use your core, or your trunk, in order to maintain pressure into that band. If you arch your back, the band goes fine. So you have to use your what's called transverse abdominis, or your layer of muscle underneath the six pack, which depending on who you might be, might also be under a layer of fat, but everybody has it. So I'm set up, I'm going to press my low back into the band again. Once that becomes familiar with you, again, pressing the low back into the band, I'm now gonna add the arms, opposite arm and leg, what's called a contralateral dead bug. Slow and controlled. And again, you only need to lower your leg as far as you can, right before the point where you feel your back is gonna lift off the ground. And this goes for any version of the dead bug. Okay, legs only, or contralateral, arms and legs. Same arm, same leg, called ipsilateral. And you hear me breathing, I'm working hard here. If at any point you go to lower your leg and your back lifts, or you lose core engagement, you're gonna see that band go fine. Now, I only use the band when I'm teaching this movement to somebody new. Once they've developed, we'll say kinesthetic awareness, or once you've developed the ability to execute the movement efficiently, you don't need the band anymore. You can do it just on the floor, and we can do lots of variations with this movement, but the key or the trick is I want to keep every vertebrae of my spine pressing into the floor. So that's the setup and execution of the dead bug. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, whatever, shoot me a message, comment below, or you can check us out at heroicathletics.com/golfheroic. See you next time.